Welcome back, class 10, your history class. Today we will discuss the Gandhian path, Satyagraha, non-violence, Swadeshi, and social justice. Number 1, Satyagraha. The word Satya means truth. Satya means truth. Agraha means effort or force. So Satyagraha stands for the force born of truth. That means the strength of truth. Gandhi defined it as love force or soul force. Gandhi's basic ideas on Satyagraha were evolved from the study of works of Tolstoy as well as the study of Hindu scriptures. So, what do you mean by Satyagrahas? The people who practiced Satyagraha were known as Satyagrahis. So the Satyagrahis seek to convert evildoers, those who are evil, through their willingness to accept suffering cheerfully. Those who are evildoers, I will not do any evil. I will suffer whatever the evildoers will do. That means I will suffer the tortures of the Britishers, but I will not torture them back. There are different techniques of Satyagraha. Fasting was one form of Satyagraha, not having any food or water. Non-cooperation with the evildoer is another form of Satyagraha. Civil disobedience, that means not obeying the state law, is another form of Satyagraha. These are different forms of Satyagraha. Gandhiji laid down a strict moral code which states how Satyagrahis should behave, and under no circumstances Satyagrahis will resort to violence. They should never be violent on any form. Second is non-violence. Non-violence or ahimsa and Satyagraha are closely intertwined, what means related to each other, overlaps each other. It is not enough not to take the life of any living being. The vow of ahimsa implies that one must love those who he believed to be unjust. Ahimsa means you will have to tolerate and love people who are unjust and who does wrong to you. That means your so-called enemies. You have to be non-violent towards them also. Even if they resort to violence, you cannot resort to violence. Gandhiji lays stress on non-violence of the strong, not of the weak. Gandhiji said that to be non-violent or being non-violent means that you are strong. It does not mean that you are weak. This is very important. Being non-violent means that you are not weak. You are strong. To be non-violent, you have to be very strong. Swadeshi. So we have learnt about Satyagraha. We have studied about non-violence. Now we have to study about Swadeshi. According to Mahatma Gandhi, Swadeshi has three main dimensions. That means three main ways or three main angles. One is religious angle, one is political angle, and one is economic angle. In the sphere of economics, Swadeshi means that we should use only those things which are produced by our countrymen within the borders of India. What does it mean? It means that we should only use Indian products. Gandhiji launched Swadeshi movement to get over the poverty and unemployment in India. His attachment to village industries, especially khadi, was intense and deep because he was symbol of khadi products. He suggested that modern competitive industrialism should be replaced by small scale production. He always opted for small scale production in the villages. Hand spun cloth, cloth made out of hand, he said should provide employment to millions in India. So, Swadeshi and Khadi movement more or less became synonymous to each other. Now, social justice. Social justice means concern or justice for the oppressed class. Now, Gandhi fought the evils of communalism and untouchability. His campaign for the liberation of women and the oppressed ones showed his deep concern about social justice. Gandhiji was very eager that the lower classes or the untouchables, so called untouchables, should get social justice. There were certain causes for non-cooperation movement. The causes being reaction of the Government of India Act of 1991, number 1, the Rowlatt Act of 1919, number 2, the Jallianwala Bagh tragedy, 1919, number 3, Khilafat movement, number 4. Oh, reaction of the Government of India Act of 1919. The Act of 1919 did not change the unitary character of Government of India. The central government remained wholly responsible to the British Parliament. System of diarchy means two government introduced in the provinces was bound to fail, and the British authorities failed to fulfill their promise to introduce responsible government in India. Okay, so the Government of India Act 1919 failed. Number 2, Rowlatt Act. Rowlatt Act, see, on a report of sedition committee, sedition means, seditious act means when a person, act of sedition means when a person goes against or does anything against his or her own motherland is sedition. So, on the report of a sedition committee headed by Justice Rowlatt, two bills were introduced in the Central Legislature in 1990. These bills came to be known as Black Bills. Why? Because they gave enormous powers to the police to search a place and arrest any person they disapproved of without warrant. What does it mean? That means Rowlatt Act gave the power to the police to search anybody's house whom they thought were fishy, were they disapproved of, and they can arrest anybody without any proper warrant. So this is a black, that is why the bill is known as the Black Bills. Despite much opposition of the Rowlatt Act, it was passed in March 1919. The purpose of the act, main purpose, or what was the cause why this act was passed, was to curb, means stop, or to uproot the growing nationalist upsurge, the growing nationalist spirit of the country. Now, Satyagraha against the Rowlatt Act. Gandhi described Rowlatt Act as destructive of the elementary right of an individual. Obviously, you are destroying the elementary right or the basic right of a person. He called upon the people to do satyagraha against such an oppressive measure. That means to disobey the law without resorting to violence. The satyagraha against the Rowlatt Act began on April 6, 1919, 1919. Gandhiji asked the people to fast, pray, and hold public meeting against the Black Act. What did he say? He said to fast, not to eat anything, to pray, and to hold public meeting. He also made an appeal. He made an appeal to observe hartal, that means bandh, for a day. The response of Gandhi's call was remarkable. It was remarkable the response was there. Although Gandhi had asked the people to remain strictly non-violent, disturbances broke out in a few places, especially in Delhi, Gujarat, and Punjab. Now, under the causes of non-cooperation movement, we have learnt about the Government of India Act 1919, the Rowlatt Act of 1919. Now, the Jallianwala Bagh tragedy. Amritsar had observed a hartal on April 6th and complete peace was maintained. On 10th April, two prominent leaders, Dr. Satpal and Dr. Kichlu, were unnecessarily deported, taken away, arrested from Amritsar. So people marched towards the residence of the Deputy Commissioner of the Police to protest against this. The mounted police, that means police on horses, resorted to firing, which made the mob very violent. 5 Europeans were murdered, and the town hall and other public buildings were burnt. So, it happened on April 10th. On April 11th, General Dyer arrived in Amritsar and took the command of the city. Proclamations were issued, notices were given to prohibit not to do any public meetings. So on April 13, 1919, a public meeting took place at Jallianwala Bagh in defiance of the order. To protest against the order not to hold any meeting, to protest against that, a public meeting was held. The Jallianwala Bagh was an open space surrounded by the backs of houses on 3 sides. On 3 sides there were houses, in the middle there was a field. And there is only one narrow entrance through the congested lanes of the city. General Dyer, it was a peaceful meeting. General Dyer, without any warning, opened fire upon the peaceful crowd and continued firing on them until all his ammunition, all his bullets were exhausted, finished. According to the official figures, some 400 people were killed and about 200 were wounded. But the Congress Inquiry Committee put the figure of dead not less than 1,000. General Dyer did this, as he himself proudly said, to strike terror into the whole of Punjab. General Dyer said, I did this because I wanted to terrorize the people of Punjab, to make them afraid. So he killed innocent people who were sitting peacefully. So it was known as the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. Massacre means death or murder of people in huge numbers. It was followed by other indignities of flogging, that people were flogged. That means they were beaten up, handcuffed, and searched throughout Punjab. People at Amritsar were made to crawl on their belly. They used to make crawl on their belly on the ground. The civilized world had not seen such brutality as these in recent history. It was a gruesome act on the part of the Britishers and the people of Amritsar throughout Punjab. suffered. It is one of the most brutal act by the Britishers. The civilized world has not seen this in the recent times. So this is all for today. Next class we will start with the Khilafat movement. Remember, these were all the causes of the non-cooperation movement. Okay. Thank you for today.